I'm sorry, little yellow dude, but we have to do it. Hi everyone, it's me, Gaming Do, and welcome to my very first video for the month of SpongeBob. And this video is going to be the top 5 worst seasons 1 through 3 episodes. Uh, Now SpongeBob SquarePants is one of my favorite TV series of all time. It is going to be a childhood series down the road. I will probably still watch it even when I'm like in my 30s. It has some of the funniest humor in any show like ever, especially Patrick Star. But like the rest of you, I think the show went downhill after the first movie. Actually, I consider the first few episodes of season 4 to be season 3 quality. Up until, like, Have You Seen This Snail? That was, like, the last season 3 feeling episode. Oh, Skill Crane. After Skill Crane, it just went downhill, with the exception of Dunces and Dragons. But why am I rambling on about how bad the series got after the movie? Because it did. And some people are saying season 9 after the second movie is considered to be pretty good. I consider it alright. It's not nearly as good as seasons 1 through 3, but it's good. But here are the top 5 worst seasons 1 through 3 episodes. Number 5 is Doing Time. Now, why do I consider this episode bad? One word. Confusing. This episode is so confusing, like, I think it's kind of boring, just how SpongeBob and Patrick, like, get into, like, the prison and just try to torment Mrs. Puff into getting out of jail. I know they're trying to be nice, but they're just tormenting her and making her mentally insane. If you see her that mentally insane, you shouldn't be doing that. That is just bad. There's also some things such as, I think it's just probably one of the weirdest episodes of seasons 1 through 3. It's just so weird. I don't know. I give it about a 6 out of 10. It's got some good qualities, like Patrick's actually really funny in this episode, but other than that, it's a pretty bad episode. 6 out of 10. Number 4 is I'm with Stupid. This was the birth of Patrick the Prick, and it's the only episode of seasons 1 through 3 to have him. So basically, Patrick acts like a complete jerk in this episode. That's why I hate it. SpongeBob tries to help him to act like he's dumb, but then SpongeBob can't take it anymore, and then Patrick and his fake parents just keep on tormenting SpongeBob. The hell? Oh my gosh, this episode is annoying as hell. I like SpongeBob in this episode and the Chinese face, but other than that, it's just cruel. I give it a 5 out of 10. It's very cruel. Number 3, I Was a Teenage Gary. This episode, at least it's not as bad as numbers 2 and 1. Just please. This episode, oh my freaking god. You know, I gotta get the puke bucket. Well, anyways, I Was a Teenage Gary is just a stupid horror parody. It's just weird, like, It's not funny. It's very, very weird. It's annoying at the end, and when Patrick throws the shoe at the snails, that's probably the best part of the episode. Good job, Patrick. This episode is just weird, creepy, not funny. I give it a 4 out of 10. It's terrible. Number 2 is the sponge who could fly. We've officially done it. This episode has driven me insane. Oh my god. This episode, lots of people put this as a meh episode. I think this is the second to worst SpongeBob special out there. Next to freaking Atlantis SquarePantis. If I mention that name, I will be haunted for life again. Luckily, nobody could hear me. But if I say that name of that episode from season 5 again, it'll haunt me for the rest of my life. Ugh, now that we got that out of the way. This is pretty damn close, though. I think the Patchy segments are stupid. How he throws a tantrum over the SpongeBob Lost episode. You know what? If it was him in a walk cycle, that would be fine. Patchy's just a spoiled little brat in this episode. He acts like a kid. He's like, I'm gonna get rid of all my SpongeBob stuff. That's like if I got rid of almost all my SpongeBob DVDs. Which I have a hell of a lot of SpongeBob DVDs. Maybe I'll do a collection someday. I don't know. But this is just stupid. SpongeBob is basically a slave in this episode. It's just cruel how the Bikini Bottom treats him. It's just insane. I give this episode a 3.5 out of 10. And number 1... oh my god. I may have to go to the hospital after this. Holy shit, this episode is bad. It is so bad that Satan himself is scared of this episode. Satan literally goes behind his curtain and goes, Mommy! This episode is so terrifying, so deadly bad. I am literally going to try my best not to yell explaining this. That episode is the Great Snail Race. Why was this episode ever invented? This is close to the shit like Good Neighbors, Thought Whistle Stooges, Boating Buddies, and oh no, I don't even want to mention that episode. Just like the other episode, which is my second to least favorite episode of this series, this one is the absolute worst. Not this, the Great Snail Race. It is ungodly bad though. But that episode named freaking A Pal for Gary. Oh, I said it. Oh no, I'm haunted. But this is close to the quality of A Pal for Gary. It's basically SpongeBob abusing Gary to win a race. Faster, faster, faster! Come on, Gary! He yells at him just to win a race against Squidward. Number one reason why I despise this episode is because SpongeBob is causing animal abuse.